So just come and find yourself a space. Now you can do this sitting down in a chair, or you can do it standing up. It's entirely up to you. But I am going to come and sit down because I think when we've got something round our feet, round our toes, and our balance isn't particularly great, actually sitting down will be a lot better for us, because then we can do the work on our feet and then we can stand up again. So just pop these beauties, these bands, on the chair. Come and stand up, and what I'd like you to do is just to spread your toes out. So look down at your feet, take your socks off, lift your toes up and spread them out, and spread them out. Now you're aiming to be able to see the floor or the carpet between each toe. And you might think, well, that's impossible. It's practice, it's consistency. Okay, so see how you are, and I'd like you to come up onto your toes and back onto your heels. So have your hand on that chair if you want to. So lift your heels and lift your toes, and just see how that feels. Okay, so now I'd like you to pedal through your feet. So pedal through your feet and just see how that feels. There we go. Brilliant, well done. Okay, so what I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to do a little squat. So let your hands slide down your thighs and just see how that feels. So as a little baby squat. If you want to hold onto the back of your chair as you do this, then do. Hands on the back of the chair, and just bend your knees towards the chair. So you're doing a few squats here just to sort of see how your feet feel. That's it. So just noticing whether the knees drop in or drop out, or what your arches, what your feet do. So just have a couple more and see where you're going with that. Okay, so come and sit on your chair then for me. So come and sit down. Now I am actually going to use the activation band and pop that around my toes. So if I just pop it round, now you pop it round your toes, you pop it round your big toe. So the band needs to go between your big toe and the second toe. So it's wrapped between those toes, and then just bring your feet in a little bit. Now then, I don't want you sitting on the back of your chair, because if you do that, you won't necessarily be able to get some of the work in here. So sitting up on your chair, and your feet are on the floor. Now what I'd like you to do, so if you've had bunion operations, if you've had anything like that, this will really sort of help. But if you're not keen or confident about doing it, then don't do it too strongly. Just do it so that you can feel the band. You're not stretching the band. So what I'd like you to do first of all is to just move your heels out so that your toes are being stretched by the band. So I'm not pulling on the band, I've just opened my feet out. And then if you just bring your heel out a bit so that you can visualize that the outside of your feet here is parallel. Now if you've got a wood floor, or if you've got a floor with lines on it, you could line it up against those lines. So here, just opening those toes out. So what I want you to do is just quite literally lift your toes up and pop your toes back down again. So lifting your toes and putting your toes back down, that's all I want you to do. So if you've got the thinner loop band, you're doing exactly the same. And then I want you to do an alternate toe lift. Again, just alternately lifting those toes up. That's it. So just doing one toe, then the other. That's it. Beautiful, well done. Okay, so I'd like you to now tap one foot forwards and bring it back. So we're getting a bit of movement in here, but again, you're just feeling the band on the toes. You're not really pulling the toes apart or anything like that. You're just having this consistent stretch on the toes. Now it might be as well that your toes and your feet are really achy because you've never ever done this. So again, be kind to them. Bring the feet in so that you've not got so much of a pull on the band. That's it. So we're going to change to the other foot now. So just tap it forwards and bring it back. And that's all it is. So as you're tapping the foot forwards and backwards, think about sitting up tall, so you can pop your hand on your sternum and think about length through the spine so you're not pushed back into your chair. So 2 more of those here. Okay, so bring your heels in and take your heels out. So bring them in and out. So you've still got tension on the band, but you're bringing your heels in and out. That's it. So again, still supported by the chair. That's it, well done. So bring those heels in and out. That's it. I'll do 2 more of those. And last one. And then just lift both toes up and both toes back down again. That's it. Good, well done. And last 2. And just rest it there. So take the band away. See what your feet feel like, your toes feel like. Now your toes will probably feel really, really stretched apart. So then just come up to standing, and then I'd like you to just come up onto both toes and come back down and see how that feels. How does that feel? Do you feel like you've got a better base of balance here? That's it. And then I'd like you to pedal through your feet. So pedal through your feet, and as you do so, just seeing how, again, feet feel. Are you able to move a little bit better through your feet, through your ankles, through your toes? That's it, well done. So just come to stand and then come again and do that little squat that we did at the beginning. So if you want to just squat here and let your hands slide down your thighs, do. Or if you want to pop your hands on the back of the chair, do. So as you're doing this, see if you can keep your arches lifted, so you're not letting the arches drop in. If you lift the arches and see how that feels. So can you keep the arches better lifted? Can you keep your toes better spread? So just see how that feels. There we go. And last squat here. Perfect, well done. So just pedal through the feet and just see, and just have a little walk around now and just see how that little walk feels. Does that feel better? Do you feel like you probably won't feel much difference in your balance, but just noticing if your toes are feeling more spread apart. And there we go. A little tip to help you improve your balance by stretching those toes a bit wider. So well done, well done.